One of the key lessons we've learned over the years is the importance of family, especially during this time. This weekend, we took some time with our family to thank God for life and the journey traveled. Stay tuned as we share some of our lessons and the blessing that is family.
Welcome back.
Hola.
My name is Tinyoko Mukale.
I am Tukulu Homokale.
And this is Journey with the Mukales. We are back with another episode. And we're happy to be here.
Yes, we are.
Thank you to everybody that has subscribed to our channel.
Commented.
The family is growing. And I think through your shares, more people are coming through. And we're having good conversations in the comment section. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like.
Yeah.
Share your experiences, because I think, and also those suggestions around videos, and we really, really appreciate it. So do best and stay tuned. So today we're going to talk about family. This past weekend we had like a family gathering at home, Subuking.
18 hours in way.
So we were home and was spending time with the family, and there's a lot of moments that we treasured, and it got us thinking around really during this time and how family looked growing up from our perspective to the picture of family now as parents. Because I think as we grow up, we prioritize a lot of our friends, a lot of, going out and so forth. And I don't think we took some time to actually understand the value of family in our lives and the impact thereof. And I think as we grow up, the more we grow up, the more we realize and prioritize family time.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to talk about some of the key lessons that we have noted, especially during COVID-19, and having to be at home and so forth. So I don't know if there's one of the things that comes to your mind when you think about just family.
I think there's a lot of important things that one picks up as you grow, and I think for me that picture you're talking about changed when we had kids. Or once we got married and then we had kids. You start realizing that, you can't do life alone. Like us together, you can to an extent, but there's a lot of input that you get from our family, close and extended, that is invaluable. The advice that you'll get, the help, because some people are also fortunate to have an aunt nearby who can come pick up the kids and give you relief 2 days and to get to do your mjolo,
right?
And then I think amongst the very important things for me is yes, my children will get an identity from me, but knowing their family as well, their uncles, their aunts, also enhances how well they know themselves. So that speaks a lot regarding their confidence and then another important thing which we've spoken a lot lately, my brother Vusi, is that
Hi Vusi.
is that as black young professionals, we have a responsibility to impart our knowledge to our kids, whether it's his kids or my kids. The reason why God blesses us with the jobs we have and the careers we have is so that we can pass on the information to our families. I mean, the black community is one community where you can have a successful father, and then the immediate generation behind him is just, it goes down. It's because we don't do the transfer of knowledge very well, and that's something
we keep it to ourselves.
My dad is a doctor and that's it. Or my dad is an engineer and that's it, because we need to improve how we transfer information. I work in the construction industry. I'm gonna make sure when is my niece, nephew, my kids, they gotta go. So for me, it's that continuity.
Especially,
somebody said Akibuahulu, so
I think for me, I think and it's also like stemming from the previous video we did about in-laws and in-laws. This weekend we were spending it with my husband's family, which is my family as well. And one of the things that really, and maybe it's a video that we can just cover in the next take, is really just just being on the same page from a belief sort of perspective. Like when the Thanksgiving started, there was a prayer. When we were about to go, there was a prayer. When we were like sitting there, we would sing hymns and that's the people we are. And I think it's important from dating or whenever you choose the person you love, that you are very conscious about the belief systems that you both have, and the type of life that you want to build for your children. And because of my husband's family, our family being so grounded in God, it made it so easy for me to gel in, because there's that shared belief that we have. there was so many moments this weekend that I love so much, where we would dance, we would cook, we would do all of that. And I wondered, about loss as well, in the same breath.
Yeah.
That a lot of people are facing so much loss. Are we prioritizing our family? Because anything can happen, even outside of COVID-19. A lot of people are just passing away, and we don't have a chance. I guess we don't spend enough time together anymore because of the restrictions. But that time is such a rare commodity that we sort of need to be very, very, very careful about and sensitive about, because a lot of people are facing loss. People are passing away, and having the privilege to just have this type of weekend that we've had, just made me think about just the blessing of it.
Makes you reflect. Makes you see what is important.
Yeah.
I think you're right, and you just touched on belief. I think it's important, yes, to make an assessment of what your partner's family believe in, and if it so happens that you have a different view, or your belief system is different, or there's a way to deal with it. And this is a very touchy topic,
touchy.
Especially when you talk to our Christian brothers and sisters, versus African beliefs and whatnot. And I think the problem I have with our Christian brothers is how they tend to just, what is the word?
Is it shy away?
Shy away or rubbish it, I don't think that's what Christ would do, because if for any reason you and I share different beliefs, and when you have been enlightened,
yes,
yours is to pull me towards salvation. with kindness and love. Not with I'm looking for this word but I can't find it.
Just to look down on someone.
Because that is the problem. I mean, it's a big topic. We can.
It's something that my spiritual mother would always say to us about, like, you have a lot of people in life that have different beliefs around whatever, but she would always remind us about the principles of Christ.
Yeah.
And that Christ was going into the world to know, and some people were saved through seeing his life and how he treated everyone with kindness, with love, regardless of who said what to him. And there was not that force that you need to believe. If you don't believe, I guess you'll believe in your time.
Yeah.
But you cannot, as Christians, sometimes we make that mistake, and I agree that because we don't believe in something or whatever the case is, we then push people away.
Yeah.
Without remembering that is not what we should be doing as Christians.
Ridicule.
Ridicule. Yes. You've been thinking about
Got it.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I agree with you. That's why I'm saying that it's something that we could ordinarily do, even in our families. That I'm saved, not doing that, or whatever the case is. And it actually makes me remember about when we got married, and I guess we'll share it maybe in a different episode. Around this belief, and I guess I think it should be the next one that we talk about when we got married, and our belief from dating and so forth. So there's a lot to unpack. It's loaded. But this video is talking about
let's not
let's not go into it, because I think we're going into it, but it's really talking about just family, guys. Like the older we get, the more we realize, okay, yo, guys, our parents, eh?
They
Our parents,
they held it together.
They held it together.
They held it together, and you have to
Sure.
give it to them. And
Yo. They held it together.
I think amongst them,
and they're holding
also,
it together now.
Yeah, important things, you know, is that when there's a lot of people, there tends to be disagreements or misunderstandings, and
We're talking family.
yeah. What's important is how we manage those situations and how we come out of them. You know, if our relationships are based on love, love will always win. You know, love will always come out tops. You know, if the thinking is the same, and we mustn't be mistaken every time we talk about these things as people who've perfected the craft of relationships in families and what.
Nope.
You know. So this is just based on our little experience. We've had instances where we feel ill-treated by somebody only to find that no, they also read the situation the same way, you know. So it's important for us to be sensitive and understand as individuals, as much as we put in a lot of work in terms of how my wife wants to be loved, how my wife wants to play part.
You must do the same with family.
Yeah, you must do the same. And all of that depends on time spent together.
Yeah.
Because if you don't spend time with somebody, you won't know how to speak to them, how to fight with them, you know, and how to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you set that tone during dating.
Where you regard your family.
Yes.
Because I think we don't do that sometimes, you know, and we don't open up a lot about it to our significant others, and that's the confusion or whatever the case is, the mamazala situations and so forth. That we must open up. We must open up because a lot of us have different journeys, different backgrounds, sensitive, tough, you know, where you probably felt misunderstood or whatever the case is. And then I think it's important that as you grow up, you reflect. And when you, and sometimes some of us, you know, there are lessons where some people have never said I love you to their parents. You know?
Yeah.
And you should try it. You should try it.
Yeah.
I think it'll fill your heart and your spirit in ways that you cannot imagine. So
I think one thing,
just to close off.
One other thing that I remember that I think is important, because you know our generation works so hard, we earn nice monies and whatever, and whenever we sort of have an event, we like to do things ourselves. And the secret I discovered is that your family finds delight in being involved.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It is so important. Whether it's the upbringing of your kids, whether it's helping you with your wedding or whatever, no matter how small or big. It makes them feel wanted. Sometimes it's even a way of you showing respect to them by saying, okay, no, you guys will sort out the catering, or you guys will buy serving dishes. You know what I'm saying? So let's be we must be very sensitive to that.
Very conscious about that.
Yes, allow your family to show you love. You know. So it's important. I think it's something we learned very recently. Even though it's something we had been trying to do, but you can't be perfect.
You can't.
Yeah.
So that's this week's video with our lessons and our weekend with family, and just top of mind stuff that we thought we'd share with you.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share your lessons.
It's the side now.
Yeah, subscribe. Yeah, the subscription button is there. Yeah, share your lessons with us.
Yeah.
Around family, how you feeling? You know, with all these long weekends and everything, I think we should take some time off and rest and spend some time with loved ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for watching. See you soon.
Toodle.